What makes a Porsche unique? Not the sheer performance potential. It's not too difficult to make a car go fast. What is unique is the way in which such performance is achieved. Acceleration, cornering, handling, braking. Every element reflects Porsche's engineering excellence and combines to offer balanced and complete sports car driving. Continuously at the forefront of engineering technology, Porsche has always been able to offer outstanding reliability, durability, and safety. For everyday practicality, a Porsche is patently docile and relaxed around town. It is a refined yet powerful performer on the motorway and exhilarating on country roads. And that's a combination that only comes through pedigree, proven design philosophy, and above all, a single-minded determination to enhance the driving experience. The Porsche heritage stretches back to the earliest days of the motor car, when even before the turn of the century, Professor Ferdinand Porsche was designing and racing his own cars. By 1931, he had set up his own design office and was joined by his equally talented son, Ferry. Here, with a team of dedicated colleagues familiar with their aims and ideals, they would be able to concentrate their efforts into developing an ideal car, a car that would realize all the many joys of motoring in one high-performance vehicle. A car that would proudly carry their family name, Porsche. Throughout the decade that followed, the team of designers and engineers developed many famous designs for a number of motor car manufacturers. One was a revolutionary new racing car, developed for the Auto Union Consortium for the 1934-35 Grand Prix Formula. The car was designated the P-Wagen. The development of the car was shrouded in secrecy, and it was quite a time before photographs of the new vehicle were released. When they were, they caused a sensation. They showed the driver sitting well forward, with the engine mounted behind him, while the gearbox was out behind the rear axle. The shape, too, was aerodynamically very advanced. Today, of course, this is the normal layout for any racing car. But in the mid-1930s, the new Porsche design turned accepted design principles inside out. The P designation, of course, stood for Porsche, and the P-Wagen's success on the circuit was one of the earliest milestones in the quest to build a real driver's car. A car to be enjoyed to the full, not simply to be stared at, but to be driven with conviction. In parallel with this project, Professor Porsche was also working on an assignment to construct a small people's car. The design he came up with was to be the forerunner of the now world-famous Volkswagen Beetle.
It's a handy little job, the Volkswagen. Good springing, takes a gradient nicely, carries its engine at the back.
Then at the Geneva Motor Show of 1949, the first of many cars to bear the Porsche name made its debut. It was a mark that was to become synonymous with performance, quality, and reliability. A name that quickly became renowned throughout the world and still is today. The Porsche family's engineering reputation began with the building of cars in their own garage, and their close involvement in the Porsche company continues even now. Today, Porsche's showcase is the 148-acre research and development center at Weissach near Stuttgart. Here, 1,000 engineers and technicians are employed on advanced projects of every kind, not just for Porsche, but also for other car manufacturers around the world, governments, and even NATO. The Weissach facility includes one of the finest multiple test tracks in the world, the most modern equipment, and a diversity of skills unmatched even by the world's largest car manufacturers. At Weissach, engineering ambitions are taken from conceptualization through design, testing, manufacture, and finally onto the road or racetrack. Major technological breakthroughs have included the highly sophisticated DME engine management system. First seen in 1982 on the Porsche 944, it achieved the previously impossible task of reducing exhaust emissions whilst at the same time increasing power and fuel efficiency. What's more, Weissach engineers have been involved in nearly all the significant developments seen in automotive engineering today. There is powertrain development, racing car design, production and endurance testing, development of ceramic materials for use in engines, aero engine building, brake system and transmission testing. There are wind tunnel facilities to test aerodynamics, sound, climate and altitude controlled test cells, and sophisticated environmental test centers. The results of all this engineering and research activity form a sound basis for vehicle building at the company's production plants near Stuttgart. Here the words precision and craftsmanship speak for themselves. Even in these days of increasing automation, Porsche still use craftsmen rather than robots in areas where only a pair of sensitive hands and experienced critical eyes will achieve the finish required. At each stage of production, the individual elements on each vehicle component are rigorously tested. For example, each of the hand-built engines is extensively tested at its full capacity in special engine test cells. Yet engineering activity alone is not enough. Today's motorist demands not only performance, quality and reliability, but also service. Here in the United Kingdom, all official Porsche centres are supported by this sophisticated import centre at Reading, the headquarters of Porsche Cars, Great Britain. It is, itself, a clear reflection of the Porsche philosophy. It's a building engineered to provide an ideal working environment for the many departments housed under its one roof. Here, the quality assurance inspectors carry out the stringent pass-out procedures which every Porsche sold in Britain must undergo before delivery to the carefully selected official Porsche centre. Paint and body quality, internal trim, engine, transmission, all are rigorously checked out before the car is delivered. Following the extensive road testing at the factory, every car is again tested to ensure the Porsche tradition is upheld and customers' high expectations are assured. So, what makes a Porsche unique? Performance, certainly, but performance allied with outstanding reliability, style, durability and safety. All the products of the Porsche pedigree. The excellent design facilities, the meticulous manufacturing process, and the rigorous quality control and testing procedures. Plus, a service portfolio that matches the Porsche tradition in every way. A great deal has changed since the days when Professor Ferdinand Porsche drove his electric car on the Exelberg track to win the 1901 race event of the year. But one thing has remained constant: the ambition to produce a range of high-performance cars at the forefront of engineering design. Cars to be enjoyed to the full. Each one of the Porsche support programs and product options has been specially tailored to match the Porsche driver's needs and offer an unrivaled level of quality and therefore peace of mind. When you purchase a new Porsche from us, your official Porsche Centre, it will automatically be covered by a comprehensive 2-year unlimited mileage warranty. This is complemented by a 3-year paint defect warranty and a 10-year anti-corrosion warranty. If you keep your car longer than 2 years, we have a program that allows you to maintain a similar warranty cover, guaranteeing even greater peace of mind. Owning a Porsche means driving one of the world's most reliable high-performance cars. However, it's always prudent to be prepared for the unforeseen. So Porsche have also developed a comprehensive support program for both car and driver to meet the unexpected, should it ever happen. Porsche Assistance provides help to Porsche owners 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Not only in the unlikely event of a technical malfunction, but also in the event of a road accident, break-in damage, or simply loss of keys. It comes as standard with every new Porsche, and it offers exactly the cover you would expect. For example, a Porsche courtesy car, should your vehicle be off the road whilst at an official Porsche Centre, or first-class travel and hotel accommodation should a problem occur while away from home. In a word, motoring assistance to Porsche standards, and there's no higher criterion than that. The Porsche philosophy of providing the driver long-term peace of mind is further reflected in their approach to car security. Each model in the 944 series comes with a sophisticated ultrasonic alarm system designed exclusively for Porsche. It includes interior sensors which trigger flashing indicators and sound the horn when the car is tampered with in any way. And for those needing to communicate on the move, a Porsche cellular telephone is also available. Just one of the options available from Porsche. This is the only cellular telephone approved for your Porsche. It comprises the highest quality equipment installed to Porsche standards, and a special Porsche airtime service connecting you to either the Vodafone or Cellnet network. And, as you would expect for maximum safety, this system is hands-free. It is designed to integrate fully with your Porsche. For example, the leather-covered telephone handset sits neatly in a discreet center console covered in finest, color-coordinated Connolly leather. You can even choose your own telephone number. What about 944 944? And this is at no extra cost. As a final touch, there's the Porsche Exclusive program that allows you to personalize your car to your own unique style. Perhaps you would like a different interior, or you would like a special color for the paintwork. If so, the experienced team at Porsche Cars Great Britain will meet your requirements and make your Porsche truly exclusive. From leather-trimmed instrument panels to pearlescent paints in a color of your choice. The technical side is not forgotten either. The performance and drivetrain can also be modified to satisfy the most sporting of drivers. All these products are covered by Porsche warranties, giving you the peace of mind to enjoy your Porsche to the full. As your official Porsche Centre, we will be pleased to help and advise you on any aspect of this range of product options and support programs. We're also pleased to offer Porsche Finance, a comprehensive range of schemes for both the business and the private purchaser to help fund your investment in motoring pleasure.
It's exciting. It has the recent car I've just bought. It has the extra performance, the 3-litre engine. This is the S2, the 944 S2. And basically, it's just the whole excitement of the vehicle. I have no, I can't complain about it. There's no faults attached to it. Each car I've had, perfect, 100%.
When you're driving the car, you feel that you are at one with the car, so to speak. You're not, I feel that you're not, for example, as low down as former sports cars like MGBs, for example. They seem to be very hunched up. It's like being almost in a saloon, and yet you've got a very high performance car. You're not so low down that you're not out of control of the situation. And coupling that with the fantastic performance that you get, literally the touch, slight touch of the pedal, it produces an exhilarating feeling.
Exhilarating, that's the best way I can describe it. You fire up, it's, you just feel that you're in, hopefully, obviously, in control of an absolute perfect machine.
Service-wise, they're spot on, the car's clean and everything else. It's, you know, it's whatever time you ask them to get the car ready for, it's there ready and waiting. So the service part is fantastic, really.
Porsche do excel themselves on the quality of their interior, the fitment, the panel fits, the paint finish. You never have to worry about rusting problems and that sort of thing. When you get into a Porsche, whether it's one of the 944s, the 928, 911s, you certainly have a feel that you're wearing something, that it's become part of you, and you can enjoy that being part of you. And you're sitting in the car, not on the car, and it gives you a total experience.
They're very, very comfortable, and also when you arrive somewhere, you never feel exhausted. I think that's probably one of the main features, as far as I'm concerned, is that they're so easy to drive. They're a pleasure to drive.
It's the confidence that at any given time you have the best technology supporting you on the road. I mean, I'm not an expert driver, I'm not a racing driver, but I know that I have the best support that engineering can give me at this point in time, and I know that in 5 years' time, all right, I'm going to have that ultimate support to somebody who's not quite the perfect driver, but somebody who needs the best support that engineering can give them.
The magic of the Porsche for me and the driving experience is not being the world's best driver. I think a Porsche makes an average driver, a better driver and a safer driver, and I think that conveys that, you know, to the owner or the driver.
It's exciting. To me at this stage, the thing I've gained most out of it is the inner confidence, security feeling. When I go to a corner, I'm going to be well within my limits. I can stop within my limits, and I can keep out of trouble with other cars.
I think they hold the road so wonderfully. They're a lovely drive. They're quite an exciting car, really. I think they look good, which is probably nice. And, well, luckily for me, I've had no trouble. This is my third one, and all I've had is new tyres. So for me, that's great.
It doesn't matter what sort of speed you do. You've got tyres, you've got brakes, you've got windscreen, you've got lights. Everything gives you this confidence to get into it and drive it. Once you get into the car and you're sitting in it, I'm 6'1.5" and I've looked at a number of sports cars and I find that they're no good to me. The driving position is very, very uncomfortable in most of them. But with the Porsche, I've never, ever had any troubles. In fact, the Porsche is the only car that I can drive that has a sunroof without making me sort of look like Quasimodo, you know.
It's a very safe car to drive. It stops very quickly. It's got all the advanced braking systems. The list is endless, but I think it's a very practical car. It's built to do a job at speed.
I think the problem being a racing driver is that you're very, very critical of the car that you drive on the roads, and on the racetrack we demand the best in terms of braking, cornering, acceleration. Always we want better and better and better performance. So we're very critical road car drivers, And you know, with the Porsche, you know, it does do what I want it to do, and that's really what I look for most in a car that gives me acceleration when I want it, gives me the best braking available, and at the same time is an enjoyable car to drive. My first acquaintance with a 944 Turbo was actually when I tested one for the magazine Autosport, which I do track tests for mainly, but I had a 944 Turbo for just 2 weeks. At first it all felt very, very strange, but really the beauty of the car was just after 2 weeks with it, how it was just very much a part of me. It was just, did everything that you demanded of it, and that was really at the end what impressed me most, was the fact that it did everything you demanded, it did it so efficiently, but with such little fuss. My first turbo that I tested for the magazine was actually a road car, but I was only testing it because I was running it in, because that was the car that became my racing car last year. We were entered in the British Porsche Championship, and after they'd taken it away from me to put a rollover bar in it, racing seats, the seat harness, we took it back out on the tracks, and I won 4 of the 10 races we did in it last year. So we had a successful year. We were winning with the 944.